Hello, everyone, and welcome. Hey,
Hi
Rock on the
guys,
phone.
thanks for joining us tonight.
Who do we have in the house this early?
We have Pam B, we have Joe Cool, Simply Jen
Simply
Homestead.
Jan was the first one
She
here.
was the first one here, but because it scrolled down already, I'm trying to catch
Oh,
up.
okay.
We have Whiterock Homestead.
They'll be listening in the background. They're
I
working the
know.
tiny house,
Yeah, mudding, not fun.
mudding and electrical. Not fun and shocking.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, how is everyone doing out there today? We are going to wait a little while, but today is the day we will be giving away our Clydes garden planters. We used a random comment picker this afternoon. We know the winners, and we will be announcing those in a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, we'll make sure everybody who is a winner is in the house.
How are you?
Hey, Nicole, how are you? Hey, guys, that's my sister, Nicole. Show her some love. Thanks for coming, Nick.
Simply Jan says, fantastic. What a glorious day it was.
It was a good day.
A good day.
It was not only a good day weather-wise, it was a good day here productive-wise.
Yeah, we got a lot done.
We got a lot done, guys. So yesterday was chicken processing day here on the homestead. It was a big day for us here on the homestead.
Yeah.
That's our second processing, so we were much more familiar with what needed to happen.
Yeah.
But whiterock Homestead, Jason and Tara.
Yes, thank you so much, Jason and Tara. You guys were such a big help.
Oh, yeah, thank you so much. They came and they brought the nugget, and they came on Saturday evening.
Yeah.
And they are our first overnight guests here on the homestead. Yeah. So
it was nice.
Super happy.
It was nice to have some socialization other than talking to our dogs.
Yeah, or our chickens. So we sat out here with the gazebo with them Saturday night and had a great conversation. It was nice to just sit and chat. You guys, I know everybody in here is already subscribed to Whiterock Homestead, but a lot of you watched their live afterwards. And please, if you don't know Whiterock Homestead, you need to go check them out. They're an awesome couple, and they're doing great things over on their channel, and you should go check them out for sure.
Hi, Una. Welcome in.
Hey, Una.
And I'm glad that you're able to catch the live this week, too.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Thanks for being here.
And T. McD is here as well. Hey, T. McD.
How are you?
Yeah, how are you? Well, we're going to have to wait for his answer. So chicken processing. So also our neighbors, they have a homestead. They are across the street from us or across the road from us. They came over with their 4 kids, and they helped us as well with the chicken processing. Guys, I'm sure you'll watch this at some point. Thank you so much for coming over.
Yeah.
We couldn't have gotten it done without you all. It was...
No, you guys were a big help too.
Big help.
Even their kids, they were right in it. They wanted to learn how to process those chickens.
Oh yeah. And the 2 boys, they were in every single part of it. And I hope that they all had a good time. I hope everyone, including Whiterock, had a good time while they were here. And
it was a good day.
It was a good day.
It made for a very smooth processing day.
It went very smooth. And before anybody asks, yes, We did use the shrink bags again this time.
Oh yes, Jan, thank you so much for turning us on to that site because
we got the right bags.
Amazing.
Yeah, no, we got the right shrink bags this time.
Yes.
And they worked perfectly. So we have 32, 33 meat birds in the cooler right now on ice. And tomorrow they will go into freezer camp.
Jan says, I was there, but you didn't know it, Eric and Missy. I was a silent partner.
Oh, thank you, Jan.
Yes, you were, because we used the bags that you recommended.
Yeah, that's right.
So that was awesome.
We did, and they worked out just fine. And it was another learning day for us as well. Processing went flawlessly. Chickens went flawlessly.
Yeah.
We did have one issue. So this round of meat birds, I paid for sexed birds. They were supposed to be all male birds. Well, there was
probably like 4 or 5 that were female.
And we know because in evisceration, they had ovaries, and those just aren't there.
And there was
undeveloped eggs.
Little eggs.
So
hi, Charlene Grady. Thanks for joining us tonight.
And I think I saw Christine, Miss Gillum Farms is here. Yes. Hey, Christine, how are you?
Jan, next week she says she's ordering 40 meat birds.
Yeah. Well, this week we're supposed to get another 35 meat birds because I when I did my pre-order at the end of last year, I set it up so there was a 2-week lapse between butchering and getting the new birds. But because 30 of our birds in this last batch died or were dead when we got them at the post office, by the time they shipped the new birds, well, here we are, only a week between birds. So
no, that's all right.
It's all right. I wish it would have been different. But frankly, guys,
we're a little more experienced and prepared now, so we know what to expect.
Yeah, we do.
And yes, Pam B, it was faster with more hands.
Oh, definitely. It was way faster. We had a assembly line process going.
Yeah.
And it worked out just fine.
Yeah, I think we didn't even really start processing until like 9:30, 10 o'clock.
Yeah, and we
were done by noon.
We were done with evisceration. And clean, and we had the birds on ice by 12:15. Yeah. And then we took a break. We had something to eat. I'll talk about that in a second. Then we came back and we bagged up all the birds. And that only took another hour or so. It wasn't too bad.
And then we just hung.
And then, then we just all sat around and just had nice conversation and chilled out with each other.
Going on, which was awesome.
Yeah. And then, and whiterock, they stayed till almost 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
You know, and they came back. My neighbors, they had to get back home. I mean, they've got kids and stuff, and kids, especially the young one, she was ready to go back home and have the freedom that she gets when she's at home. So we understood that. They went back home probably, sometime around dinner time, and whiterock stayed till about 8, and then I went to bed, man. I was done.
We were both pretty tired.
We were pretty tired.
All right, so Pam B says, did you see Robinson Bellyacres Chicken Issues video? They are now picking them up directly without mailing.
No, I didn't, but Pam B, but I will go and I will check that out.
Yeah.
I will discuss what we're going to do about this hatchery issue in 1 second, but I don't want to leave without letting you guys know. We put together a spread for the people who came to eat. We had mac salad, potato salad. Well, let's start with breakfast. So for breakfast, Missy had 2 kinds of
Hi,
shortbreads.
Cindy. Thanks for joining us from San Diego. I'm so happy. Hi, Shari.
Hey, how are you guys?
I'm a little jealous that you guys are in San Diego.
Yeah. So Missy put out a couple of shortbreads. We had bagels with homemade butter. We had, what else did you have?
I made blueberry crumb muffins.
Some
banana walnut bread.
Yeah,
pumpkin bread.
Yeah. Excellent breakfast. Get a snack, get going. And then dinner, we had potato salad. We had mac salad that Missy made. And I smoked a brisket in the smoker. That was what, an 18-hour smoke?
Yeah, it was an overnight.
Yeah, I put it in at 7 o'clock. It came out at 11:30, rested for a half hour, 45 minutes. And then we ate. Everybody said it was good. Hopefully everybody was happy with that meal. I was okay with it. Problem is, guys, I was looking for a really coarse kosher salt, and I couldn't get a coarser kosher. It was a finer kosher salt, so I thought it was just a little bit salty for me.
Dan and Christine, it was wonderful.
Yes.
It was very yummy.
Yeah. Yeah. And if Missy says it's yummy, I know it's yummy because we've been together for over 23 years now, or 22 years now. And she doesn't hold back. If it was nasty, she would just say, look, that was nasty.
Yes, it would have been nice to have that crispy bark on the brisket, but it was still really good.
No, this didn't have the crispy bark. This was my first time doing it with the half cook, half wrap. I like that method. I just need to perfect it a little bit more. Using a smoker is a learning process. It takes a long time. I remember the first brisket we made. Oh my God. I mean, it was okay, but it was dry. It was very dry, guys. I mean, usually the flat is kind of dry because it's super lean anyway. But this was dry all the way through. So it is what it is. I thought it was okay, but anyway, so we went to bed yesterday. Like, all the chicken processing gear was still outside. Like, I had enough. I was done. Like, I'm going to bed. So today we woke up, came out the camper. It was time to put everything away. We had to put all the chicken processing stuff away, take down the tarps, we did the basic canopies.
Cleanup. But all the bigger stuff we needed to finish putting away
and take down the canopies and put the tables away. But I also had to go over to our compost pile, which is out by the front of the property. Because that's where all the offal went, and the feet and all that stuff that went out there. And I covered it the day before. I covered it yesterday.
Hi, Brenda from Freedom Redbird. Thanks for joining us tonight.
But I really needed to go out there first thing this morning and throw the whole rest of the compost pile to get it turned and get it on top of it, so it's well covered and kind of protected from the stink, and try and keep a few critters off the property.
Yeah, Christine, smoking meat is an art. Like, if you're not sure how to do it, you really need to do a lot of research and a lot of practice.
It's practice. I mean, I do research on it all the time.
Temperature, and not let it cook too long. It can't be too hot. You want the smoke.
Yeah,
you don't want a lot of heat.
Yeah, and every smoker cooks differently. In fact, my smoker, I prefer smoking my meat in the wintertime. Okay, because it is a gas smoker and it's not indirect. So there's a flame at the bottom, and then there's a deflection tray, and then there's the smoker box where you put your wood chips in. And then the rest of the cavity goes up through, and that's where the meat is, and there's a vent out top. Well, in the summertime, because it's so warm out, the burner doesn't burn as often, so it doesn't make for as much smoke. Now, it's got a thermometer, and it stays, if I put it at 225, it stays at 225.
Yeah.
But when it's 30, 40 degrees outside, well, that flame is going longer. So I get a much thicker smoke out of my
it
smoker.
creates more smoke.
So I tend to do a lot more smoked meat in the wintertime, but it's fine. You get a smoke ring on it. It'll work out fine.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out. And then another thing we did today, well, we did something with the rabbits, and I'm just going to leave it at that because you guys are going to have to go to tomorrow's video and check it out to find out what happened with our rabbits, because it was a big day. Hillary had a big day today.
She did.
She did.
So Jan says she has a pork butt that they need to get smoked. Do you have a smoker, Jan?
She is a smoker and a smoke house.
Oh.
Now,
okay.
the smoke house is a much better because if hers is what I think it is, it's indirect.
Yeah.
So it's the smoke that cooks the meat, not the heat that cooks the meat. And that's really the way you want to smoke your meat.
So Christine says, I love the smoke flavor, but I would have no patience to do it myself. It does. It takes a while depending on what you're trying to cook.
Yeah.
And to get that really nice smoke ring, it does take a long time.
Yeah. Yeah. And it wasn't bad. Like, I put it in, then I went and checked it before I went to bed. And then I looked at it once in the middle of the night. And then when I came out in the morning, I wrapped it. It was at the temperature that you're supposed to wrap it. I wrapped it and I put it back in the smoker. I added a little bit more wood to it. And then I didn't check it again until it was time to pull it out. No, till it was time to pull it out.
You wrapped it, yeah.
Yeah.
So Jan says, yes, we did build a smokehouse. Video on the smokehouse coming out Thursday. Oh, I did a thing.
Go check out Simply Jan.
We will check that out.
They will do a video on their smokehouse, so that'll be awesome.
So, let's see, Christine at Miss Gillum Farms. My phone keeps ringing. Why is somebody
calling you during our live? That's so rude.
Somebody who doesn't know that we're having a live.
Hey, is my sister still in here? Hey, Nicole, did you guys get much weather from the hurricane that came up where you are? And then Charlene from the Cape, you're way out on the Cape. Did you get any weather out there from the hurricane? I'm interested in knowing.
All right. So Christine says, come on, spill the beans, laughing out loud. Well, if you want to know, you're going to have to watch our video tomorrow.
That's right. You're just going to have to watch. But how long? We're 18 minutes into this, guys. I think it's time that we announce the winners.
Your warranty is calling.
Your warranty is calling.
Funny, Christine.
We're going to announce the winners now for the Clydes garden planter.
Hold on one second. Charlene Grady says, we got lucky, just a lot of rain.
Oh, good. Good to hear it. I'm very, very glad to hear that. So
you already told them that we use like a program that takes all of the...
Nope.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to... I did tell them a random thing, but I'll go into detail. Clyde's garden planter. So we have had the Clyde's garden planter guys long before we came to our homestead. We had it when we had the cabin in the woods. We used it when we were at the seasonal. We have used Clyde's garden planter for probably close to 5 years now, if not 4, maybe 5 years, at least 4 years. And we swear by it. It's a great tool to have if you're a gardener. And it's got a lot of really useful information. So what happened was we used a random comment picker. You had to go and put a comment in the Homesteading Expo video.
Yep.
And in that video, go back and check it out, guys. Clyde was actually there as a vendor, and he explained his planner thoroughly in that video. And if you're not a winner and you're interested, you can go to clydesgardenplanner.com and get one for yourself. They're very inexpensive, and it's well worth the money. So we have already picked our 3 winners, or we didn't pick it. The random comment picker picked it. And we have our winners, and we have the envelope, please. So what we're going to do is we're going to announce the winners. Now, you don't necessarily have to be here tonight, but what we do need you to do is reach out to us in our email. Our email is tiltedkfamily@gmail.com. And if you missed that, there's a link down in the description.
Because we need information so we can send you the planner.
We need your information so we can send you the planner. So if you're a winner, reach out to us. Put Clyde's Garden Planner in the subject line. Make sure you put your name that you use for your channel on there. Say, so-and-so, I am a winner, and this is who I am. And then just give us a mailing address, and we will mail it out to you. I also want to say, because this is going to be out in the public, we will never reach out to the winners in text. We will never reach out to the winners in any other way. You winners need to reach out to us in email. There's a lot of scammers out there. You send an email to us. I'm going to reply saying, okay, no problem. It's going in the mail. That's going to be it. That way you don't put your address out there. It'll be fine.
Christine says she's in the garden right now.
Oh, good. Well, you need a planner. All right, so we're going to announce the first winner. Are you ready?
Sure.
Would you like to announce the first winner?
Sure.
The first winner.
All right. The first winner of the Clyde's Garden Planner is Jamie from 3 Little Goats Homestead. Her comment was, it looks like y'all had a blast, but the heat, whew, no thanks.
All right.
That was our first winner.
Congratulations
to Jamie.
Congratulations to Jamie from 3 Little Goats. Now, we know Jamie from 3 Little Goats. It's just a coincidence that hers got picked. Reach out to us in an email, Jamie. But we know who you are, so if we see you at the market, we
can bring it.
We can bring it for you.
But Una and Christine says, congratulations to all the winners.
Congratulations to all the winners, yes. And make sure, guys, if you don't know 3 Little Goats, go check their channel out. She's got a great channel, her and her husband, Jesse. Okay, you ready to announce the second winner?
Sure.
All right.
The second winner of the Clyde's Garden Planner is Pam B.
Pam B's in the house, too. Hey, Pam B.
Is.
You are a winner.
Her comment was, this looks like it was a fun event. Many great vendors and talks.
Oh, yay, Pam B.
So don't forget to send us your info.
Yes, send us an email. Drop in. Make sure you put Clyde's Garden Planner in the subject line so I know what it is. Just drop
congratulations, Pam.
Drop an address that we can mail it to, and we will get it to you by the end of the week. Okay, and I am going to read the third winner of the Clyde's Garden Planner. And the third winner, I'm going to have to sit forward, guys, and push my glasses up for this one. I want to make sure that I pronounce it right. I believe it's Dirdam. It's Dirdam. Dirdam. 122007.
Yep.
And their comment was, what fun. And they had a bunch of smiley emojis and party emojis. So, as long as I'm saying this correctly, Dirdam, please reach out to us in our email, and send us your information, and we will put this in the mail to you. And all we need is an address. I don't need a phone number. I don't need nothing else. Just give me an address that you want me to send it to. I don't care if it's a post office box. I don't care what it is. And I will get this out to you. So those are our 3 winners of the Clydes Garden Planner.
Yes. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. I hope you all enjoy your new planners. And thank you, everyone that watched that video and commented in it to try and get one. What? You said, what did I do?
No, I just didn't want to miss a comment. So Brenda says, I have one of those guides. They are cool. They are cool.
They are very cool.
It gives you a really good head start if you've never planted a garden before.
Yeah.
It has a lot of reference on it. Tells you when you should be starting your plants and when to put them in the ground.
What works well with them. Depth.
Yeah, companion planting.
Yeah, it gives a lot. Like, we don't plant on the day that but it gets us there.
It gives
it gets us in that zone. And, if we're like, what should we plant with our peas? We got some room. We can go to Clyde's, and he has the companion plants. We don't have to, pull out our phone.
Jan uses hers every year.
Yeah. Yeah, it's very, very good to have. It's very informative. So it's our go-to, guys. It's definitely our go-to. Christine from Miss Gillum Farm said, excellent video. Well, thank you. We had an excellent time. That's where we met Gillum Farm, was at the homesteading expo.
We met Christine.
And Johnny. And they are genuine, kind people. And I really hope that this turns into a lifelong friendship with them, because
Patricia
they are
Hunter.
amazing.
Hi, everyone. Sorry I'm late.
No, you're not late.
You're not late. You're right on time.
You're right on time.
All right. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yes, thank you. So.
We love you too. Christine from Miss Gillum Farms.
Yeah, you guys are awesome over there. Awesome.
Making It Home is in.
Thanks
for joining us.
Thank you, Making It Home. Thank you for coming in. So,
Christine says you're stuck with us.
Christine,
well, you're stuck with us too.
Yeah. So that was the last couple of days, guys. Chicken butchering. And I'll tell you, I woke up this morning and I said, because we've got another 35 birds coming. And I said to Missy, I said, are we really going to need these other 35 birds? Should we call and just cancel that order? Like, I mean, it was just me like, I don't want to do this again this year, but we do. Well, and then we'll have plenty of chickens, and because we're going to take some of these birds. We didn't parts any of them out in this processing day. What we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and process some of them out tomorrow, and we
do need the birds.
Yeah, we do. But another big thing that's coming up, we'll be going to get our pigs, guys.
We are, Jen. We're going to can the birds.
We are going to can some of the birds.
We are going to can some of the meat. But I like having all that chicken in my freezer.
Yeah, I like having it in the freezer too. And
all right, Brenda. She says she's got to run. Catch y'all later. Have a great weekend.
Oh, thanks, Brenda. Thanks for stopping by.
Yep. Thanks for joining us.
Oh, River Rat Homestead is here. Have you ever watched Prime Cut video on YouTube? He does a lot of videos of Laconia Bike Fest. See? Very astute, reading the shirt.
Actually, yes. We actually have.
Yes, I think we have.
It's been a while, though.
Yeah. Yeah, because I haven't been able to get up to Laconia. I used to, backstory, guys, I have been going to Laconia. Me and Missy have been going to Laconia for what? 15 years together?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Every single year, because it's
except for the last 3 years.
Last 3 years we didn't go. It's the local rally when we were up in New Hampshire.
Joe, fix it for you. Thanks for joining us tonight. How are you?
Hey, Joe. So almost my entire t-shirt wardrobe is Laconia t-shirts. So
yeah, pretty much.
I have a bunch of them. They're very good quality shirts and they're dirt cheap. So you can't go wrong. And you got to support the local team. Like, that's our local rally. We support the local team. So, but I'm weaning through them now that we're on the homestead. They will dwindle away little bit by little bit. And
hi, Karen Spitzer. All is well. We hope all is well with you.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining in tonight.
River Rat Homestead says it looks like a great time. Laconia is a great time. If you're a rider,
we always have a lot of fun.
We have a lot of fun. Now, I will tell you, when I was younger in my 20s, I also rode then, and I went up to Laconia, and that was in the 80s, guys. And let's just say Laconia is a much more family-friendly event than it was back then. There was more wild than there was sightseeing and vendors.
Yeah.
Now it's a lot of sightseeing and vendors, but that whole area, 100 miles around Laconia, is some of the best riding in New England. So
let's see. Pam B, she said email already sent. So excited.
Oh, no problem.
Awesome.
No problem. Well,
we'll definitely check that.
I will check that later on, and we will get that off to you in the mail. And then we will burn your address like it's a secret code, so don't worry.
T-shirt is way comfy.
T-shirt, oh, yeah. Their T-shirts are way comfy. Cindy LeBeau. Well, yeah, she might have some Laconia T-shirts.
Does.
I think we got her one.
I think we did, but...
Yeah. Very cryptic, Cindy. Very cryptic there.
I know.
T-shirts are
so you're having to make me think.
Yeah. Don't do that. It's too hard. So, yeah, we got all that stuff cleaned up today, guys. It was the homestead looks the way the homestead is supposed to look. It's much more quiet without the meat birds around.
It is, and it's less chores right now for a couple of days until we get the new batch in.
Yeah, it's a little bit less chores, and actually, guys, we got more than that done today. We got out in the garden and we planted red cabbage. What do we plant? Probably 70 some red cabbage.
Yeah, green cabbage, red cabbage,
and Brussels sprouts.
Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, so we cleaned up the garden, a bunch of rows, and we got all that planted in. So
I pulled out the rest of our squash, pumpkin, and spaghetti squash.
Yep, that's all done for the year.
And I think we need to turn our water off because I see a spring leaking over there.
Oh.
All right. So,
she's going to talk to you. I left the drip tape on, so I'm going to go turn that off.
River Rat Homestead says, have you ever gone to Sturgis? I have never been to Sturgis, but I know Eric has been to Sturgis. Let's see. Joe Fix It for you ordered Pinecone Fest t-shirts today. Awesome, Joe. I don't think we're going to the Pinecone Fest, but I hope you have a good time. Let's see. I'm getting my last batch of meat chickens in 3 days. Yeah, our meat chickens, they haven't sent us an email yet, but we're supposed to be getting them sometime this week. Usually they arrive by Friday, so we have another 35 birds coming in, and this is our third batch. Oh, okay. Let's see. Oh, you're saying your Tilted K t-shirt is comfy. All right, Cindy. Now I get it. I thought you were talking about a Laconia t-shirt. But getting back to the meat chickens. So they should be here by Friday. And we're getting male birds again. And I don't know if I mentioned last time, but male birds are much different than the female birds.
Yeah, they are.
They were friendlier.
Yeah.
They forage more. They move around more.
Yeah.
They're more receptive to when you're trying to move the chicken tractor around.
Yeah. But they did not necessarily get a lot larger. So,
no, they didn't. We did have some bigger birds, and
but those bigger birds were a week older.
They were a week older.
The other ones, because
we are going to weigh them all.
Yeah.
And we'll give you guys a breakdown of what we got for the 35 birds.
Yeah, that'll be in a future video or somewhere.
And I know that you mentioned it, but just so I can mention it again, we did not film yesterday at all.
No.
So we don't have a video from yesterday.
No, we do not have a chicken processing video for you guys this time around out of respect for our neighbors.
Yes.
And them wanting to keep their privacy for their children. So it's chicken processing, guys. There's a million videos on chicken processing.
There is.
If you want to learn how to do chicken processing, you could go watch our last video of chicken processing, or any of the 100,000 other chicken processing videos that are out there on YouTube.
So
I will tell you the best way to do it is to get your hands in there and get hands-on.
Yeah, hands-on experience is the best way.
Hands-on. If you can take a chicken processing course, a one-day course, or go help somebody do it, I highly recommend that you go do it.
Absolutely.
There's nothing that beats hands-on.
All right, so Yuna's asking, did you get your second row of garlic planted?
Not yet.
Not yet, because we needed to get the other crops in the ground, and we wanted to wait.
That's right.
A little bit.
So half the people I have talked to in this area of Arkansas, north central Arkansas, have said, yes, you want to plant your garlic mid-September, and then you will get your garlic somewhere in June. It's an 8-month process to grow garlic. And that's when they plant their garlic. And some of the research that we came up with said, yes, mid to late September, October, especially from the extension office here, said that's a good time to plant your garlic. Well, the other people that I've talked to have said, no, don't plant your garlic until the end of October, November, December, sometime like that. So because we have so much garlic, and we did already put 500 cloves in the ground.
504.
504.
To be exact.
To be exact. And we probably have 700 cloves left. We're just going to go ahead and do a little experiment because we have plenty of it. And we're going to wait another week or two and get into October, second week of October. And then we're going to plant again. Now, the people who said I planted too early said, oh, you might end up with scapes. They might come up early.
Yes.
That's a possibility, but I've also read if they come off early, you can snip the scape, put some hay over the top of it, and it should be fine.
And one of the reasons that we planted so early is because we do farmers markets and we want garlic for the beginning of the season.
Beginning of the summer season, we want garlic.
And Pam B, garlic does take a long time. Yeah. It needs to overwinter.
It does. It needs to what's called stratify.
Yeah.
So garlic really won't grow until it has been chilled. So my thought process on it is, well, if that's the case, if the clove needs to be chilled, if not frozen, before it will grow, then how am I planting it too early? It's not going to get cold. That's my thinking on it, guys. But either way, we've got a big chunk of garlic in there now. We're going to wait a couple of more weeks. We're going to plant the rest of the garlic. And next year, when it comes garlic harvesting season, we will let you know which one has done the best.
All right.
Jan says, yes, you can do that with garlic.
Yeah, you can, but
Yes.
I'm going to go back because River Rat Homestead, definitely get a chicken plucker. Such a great investment. We do have a chicken plucker.
We do have a chicken plucker.
That was a really good investment.
And when I didn't mention it before, guys, when whiterock came over, they brought 6 chickens of theirs with them that they needed to process out.
So not only did they come to help us, but they were able to get some of their birds done too.
Get their birds done, and they didn't have to pluck them because they don't have a plucker. And we do, and they're more than welcome to use our plucker if they need it, or come over and help with processing and bring whatever birds they want over. That's perfectly fine.
And Joe, fix it for you. Oh, sorry that we're not going. We were hoping to finally get to meet you in person too.
Where's he going?
To the... Oh, goodness.
Oh, what goodness. It was called. Oh, the
I know.
Homesteaders Festival?
Yes, what's it called?
Is it the one in Hardy?
No, it's not that one.
We will be going to, while she's finding that, guys, there is a annual homesteading festival in Hardy, Arkansas. It's just a one-day event. There's some vendors, there's demonstrations. They'll have some music, some folk music and different things. And it's an annual event there in Hardy. It's a big event for the community of Hardy. Hardy is not a super far trip for us, so we will probably get home from the market on Saturday and then shoot over there and walk around and see some stuff. So
it's the Pine Cone Fest.
Oh, no, we won't be at the Pine Cone Fest. No.
So
you'll see MT Homestead at the Pine Cone Fest, though.
Yep.
So if you're in the Hardy area, feel free. We'll be there in the later afternoon. Stop by the homesteading festival that they have there. It's at Low Bar Park.
It's September 30th, Jan, in Hardy. Yep.
At Low Bar Park. So not this weekend, next weekend.
So we'll see you again.
Oh, she's coming to Hardy. I forgot. We're going to it. I'm pretty sure it's the 30th.
It is the 30th.
I will look it up real quick. Missy will read some comments and I will look it up.
Cornish Family Homestead, hello to you. Thanks for coming in and joining us tonight. Let's see. When is the event in Arkansas? Oh, that's the event in Arkansas that they're talking about. They're talking about the Homesteaders Day on September 30th. I'm pretty sure
it is Saturday, September 30th, 2023, from 9 to 3 o'clock in the afternoon. It's in Hardy, Arkansas, and it's at Low Bar Park. All
right, Jen, we'll have to hook up. Yeah. See you there. Hey, Wade Rue. Thanks for coming in and joining us.
Hey, Wade, how are you? And Jan, seeing how you'll be heading back that way, if we see you at the festival and you want to stop by the homestead and check it out, it will be on your way. So,
yeah. All right. I think I caught everybody.
Did you get everybody?
I think so.
All righty. So what do we got? We got 43 minutes in, guys. We got about 15 minutes left. Shoot us a question if there's something you want to know. And in the meantime, I will just ramble on like a fool.
Well, Christine says that she will be at the Pontiac race in Kansas. Ooh, that sounds like fun.
Ooh, well, they got that GTO. So
yeah.
That
sounds like a really good time.
That's is that the no judgment car or what's the deal, Christine?
Cornish Family Homestead says, I'm an hour from Hardy, but I have to work that day. Would love to come to the Homesteading Expo.
Oh,
Well, they'll never know if you take a day off. Yeah.
Oh, I think you're feeling sick already. Especially a Saturday. You're going to take a sick day or a mental health day. Back when I was a truck driver, that's what we called it. It was a mental health day. You call
it was a mental health day.
I need a mental health day. What does that mean? That means I'm not coming to work. Who do you got there, honey?
It's the Green Card Judgment Day.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
That's a pretty sweet looking vehicle.
It is. It's a really nice car.
Yeah, I can imagine you're at the races with that quite often.
All right, so I remember I need to go back because whiterock chimed in earlier and it kind of went by. But woohoo, Tara! Thanks, thanks for letting us know that you're all done with your mudding drywall.
Yeah, they said they were mudding drywall in their tiny house over there. I'm sure that there'll be a video on it, guys. Go check them out. Mudding is probably my least favorite job of house construction, and it's only a slight bit less than painting.
Oh, Jan, you leaving us? Jan says bye.
Bye, Jan. See you in a couple weeks. Don't be sneaky now.
All right.
And Kevin, hope you're doing well. Are you back to work? That's the boss, guys. That's the boss at Simply Jan Homestead. Yeah, so 15 minutes left. I got nothing to say.
You got nothing?
I got nothing.
Nothing at all.
That's hard to believe, guys.
It's hard to believe.
It is hard to believe. I could think of something. I could think of something.
So anyway, we were out in the garden today, and I don't know if you guys have had this problem, but our squash patch got devastated by squash beetles this year.
Guys. Oh,
it was awful. And Tara and Jason saw it last night. They were just so many.
Devastating.
She said she even never seen so many on one plant.
Yeah.
And it took over the entire crop that we had.
Yeah.
Now we were able to harvest and still salvage some of them, but a lot of them weren't really good for market sale.
No.
So I'm going to try to harvest as much as I can and preserve them.
Yeah.
But it was awful.
And you know what? It's our own fault, guys, because we planted that squash patch and it had butternut, it had spaghetti squash, it had pumpkin and some acorn in it. And you know how squash plants are. They grow up and they're 3 feet tall or 2.5 feet tall, and they look fantastic, right? And it's one of those crops that, you set it and forget it because really you don't do anything with it till the plants die back and then you go in and harvest. Well, I did that. I set it and forget it. Really and I should have went in there and checked for squash beetles. And I didn't. And I didn't spray any diatomaceous earth to do a little preventive maintenance on it. And boom, they said...
Joe Cool says, thanks for a great evening chat. You are welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Yeah, that's
Frida
awesome.
Bellafor. Let's see. Good video, my friends, but to go to stay safe. No problem.
Oh.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thank you.
Christine says, wow, nothing to say. Mark the calendar.
Yeah.
Pam B wants to know, when does deer season start?
Deer season. So I think deer season starts this weekend, I believe. I believe deer season starts on the 23rd here. We're within a week of it. My setup is good to go. The tree stand is in there. My area is cleared out. I have 4 bags of corn in the feeder. The feeder is spinning. I have a lick tub out there, a lick block, a salt lick out there.
Block.
Yep, a mineral block out there. And frankly, guys, I am leaving it alone now. I probably, even though the season starts this week or this coming weekend, I'm probably not going to go back there until the first week of October. So I haven't checked game cams. I haven't done anything. I'm just
No.
leaving that area be. I'm staying out of the woods back there so that the deer can get comfortable with that feeder back there. They'll know, hey, it's okay. We can come through here. We can stop. We can get something to eat. Maybe take a little nap.
Yeah,
and everything will be fine.
Joe Cool, it's bow hunting.
Bow hunting season.
Yeah. So getting back to, because I don't want to miss anybody. Christine says she's pulling her pumpkin plants now because of the number of squash bugs.
Oh, so she's got
doing
squash bugs
everything
over there
to battle them. Yep.
Yeah.
And Eunice says she's sorry about the loss. It's heartbreaking when they wipe out your crops. It is. You spend so much time planting and they're just gone.
Yeah, and you know what? If you're going to run a garden our size and you're going to do it for the market, unfortunately, losses are a part of it. And frankly, guys, we've just been so busy with everything that we have going on here that I am not dedicating the time that I should be dedicating to that garden.
There's so many other things that we have going on. And it's just hard to focus on the one garden.
Yeah. Like the garden gets a little chunk of time. The mill gets a little chunk of time. Like the markets get time. YouTube gets a big chunk of time.
Yeah.
So once the house is built, like going into next spring, if we have our house built and we're out of the camper and, we're starting fresh, I will have that whole 4 or 5 hours a day that I can just go in the garden every single day and work that garden and get it as productive as it can possibly be. I'm just not there this year. And frankly, this is our first year in Arkansas. We planted stuff that grew for us in New England, didn't grow here.
Yeah. Like eggplant. Yeah. Eggplant did not do well here.
No, we got eggplants maybe that big now.
Yeah, they were tiny and not very many.
No, and the same variety of eggplant up in New England, which is a small, shorter season. I was getting big, fat eggplants, and I'd get 6, 7, 8 of them from a little eggplant plant in a season. So
Joe Cool, thank you. He says, have a good evening, you two, and Rocco and Bailey.
And is that bow hunting or rifle season? So bow hunting.
I already answered that.
Okay, yeah, bow hunting season now. Rifle season's end of November.
You have a wonderful evening, and thanks for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
Wade says, because of the weather cooled down, and everyone is getting hit with squash bugs.
Oh, okay.
I had them, so I feel for you guys. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
They're devastating.
They tore through there like there was nobody's business. So
like our whole squash patch.
Yeah, well,
I got already pulled out because
that's okay.
They were everywhere.
Yeah. I got a plan. I am going to get my revenge. So luckily our squash patch is at this end of the garden. And I'm just going to take the electric fence and I'm going to move it to that side of the squash patch. Now, our squash patch did have ground fabric down to keep the weeds down. And I have to pull that anyway. I'm going to pull that all up. I'm sticking our laying birds over there. And I'm sticking this new batch of meat birds over there. And they're going to stay over there until the meat birds are back in freezer camp. And they have dug that up. So the chickens will eat all those squash bugs.
And all the larvae.
And they will tear all that ground up. And they will get all the larvae and seed out. And they will fertilize it. So I've got a little plan for those squash bugs.
Hey, Building with Keith. Thanks for joining us tonight. You're not late. You're just in time.
You're just in time. Thanks for joining us. Thank you, everyone. I did not know this, but one channel that I watch, they picked apples and wasps had taken over. Yeah, that'll happen. I've actually had some wasps buzz me in our tomato grove. But that's okay. They didn't sting me. And little known fact, wasps and hornets love hornworms.
Yeah.
So they were in there hunting hornworms, and you know what? You do
We've
you,
actually
I'll
seen
do
them.
me.
We've actually seen them carry them away.
Yeah, yeah, we have. So
that
some
works.
critters, you think they're a pest, but every
Mhm.
once in a while they can be a friend too. So
Yeah, we're loving this cooler weather.
oh,
Absolutely.
Keith's
I
building
think,
with Keith.
yep,
Yeah,
that's what made it so much nicer to get out in the garden today.
yeah, because we were out there like 1:00 in the afternoon, and it was not horrible. I mean, granted, guys, it's like 80 degrees, but the sun is not as intense.
Yeah.
But the nights, oh my goodness.
Yeah, the nights are definitely nicer to sleep.
It was 50 degrees this morning when I got up. I was like, the windows were open. There was a little breeze blowing. I sat and had my coffee. I'm like, ooh, there's a little bit of a chill going on. I'm like, yay!
Una wants to know, are you going to plan on an orchard in the future?
Yes. So actually, Una, right behind us, you see those trees right there? That whole section of our property, we plan on clearing that out and putting in blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, blueberries, peaches,
pear trees,
and apple trees.
Yeah.
And orchard all over there.
We are planning on doing an orchard and a berry area.
Yes, and that's about 1.25 acre and a half over there. Yeah. So it will be a very substantial orchard. That is something we both have wanted, and it will happen eventually.
Potentially, we want to, but we're not sure how fast it'll happen. We want bees over there too.
Yeah. We definitely want the bees. I want some honey. Missy has honey in her tea, and the plans that we have for our homestead, guys. If we can even make if we can make half of it go the way we want, we are going to be in our paradise here on our homestead. Yeah. Like the
whole goal is to make so that we can sustain ourselves.
Yeah.
So we're not running to the grocery store for everything that we need.
Yeah, and also have a place where me and Missy are getting older, where we can grow into our older years. And most of everything that we need is right here on the homestead, and we can relax and spend some time, quality time together before we're just too old for that. Like, I want to enjoy life. I'm almost to the end.
No, you're not.
Not at the end of life, but I am at the end of my working career if everything works out.
Oh my goodness. He's making himself sound like he's going to be going anytime now.
No, I'm not going anywhere. I'm at the end of my working career, and I want to enjoy the rest of my time.
Family Farm Homestead says, 21 isn't old, sir.
21, yeah. I wish I was 21 again. I wish I did this at 21 or 31 or 41 or 50.
And you know what, Christine? We do work for ourselves, and that's what the whole payoff is.
Yeah.
So because we work so hard and we're working for ourselves, it makes it all worth it.
Yeah, because we reap 100% of the benefit of that work.
D says she's got to go. Have an enjoyable evening. We will. You too. Thanks for coming in and joining us.
That's okay. We've got to go too, guys. We only have a minute left. Thank you all so much for joining us today. Make sure you check in with us tomorrow. We will have a video out about what is going on with our rabbits. Big things going on, and there's some other stuff about our cleanup in there too. That part I will let go of our cleanup today. So you will see the big mess that we had to deal with today. So go check that out tomorrow. Guys. And we will see you all later. Thank you for coming. We love you all. We appreciate every single one of you stopping by the homestead.
And don't forget, if you've won the Clydes garden planner, don't forget your email.
Yep, send us an email and we will get that planner out to you. All
Thanks,
right, guys.
Building with Keith. Have a blessed week also, and stay safe.
55, I know. Wade Rue says, I'm soon to be 55, and I know what it's like. I won't stop working. Yeah, no, Wade, I get it. I'm working for myself now. I've never worked harder in my life, and I enjoy every minute of it. All right, guys, we'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys.
Bye.